Anybody in uniform?
Action.
Well, what excited me about my role was a whole bunch of things. Just to begin with, it's based on a real person, which is IPS Amit Lodha. It's a book written by him on a case and incident in his life, a time in his life, and the book has really resonated with the reading audience. So to convert that into a series just felt very befitting, because it's a very interesting story for a long narrative, which we've attempted over like 7.5, 8 hours. And definitely, for me, when I think of the character, timeline for me is a real big denominator in anything. So when that happens, in general, you get to really graph your character in a certain way. Having said that, Amit's character really goes through a whole bunch of different phases in his life, starting from at the point of when he gives his UPSC exams, to his interview for UPSC, to his first posting, which would ideally be a very glamorous posting, but on the contrary, it was not. And from there, the downfall that he has simultaneously with the rise of the gangster, that parallel I found very interesting, when I read the narrative. To when he really just becomes determined to do something and make himself feel like he deserves to be in the position that he is today. So when you think of a character like that from that graph and from that graphing, you realize the arc and how interesting it is. So that for me was monumental, when it came to selecting the project. And of course, it was being backed by Neeraj Pandey, which just makes it very easy to kind of say yes to, because this genre is really his forte and he does a marvelous job with it.
Challenge, not exactly. There was not challenge, but for me it was like I want to be different from the characters I've all played earlier, and for that I have to actually remember all of the people from that particular region, from Bihar, UP, whom I have met. So to actually find out how they react to certain things. So that was the whole idea. And then of course there was video references also for the character. So I watched all of that and then I thought of tried to create it. So there was no challenge, I think, to speak the language and to be very authentic about it.
The challenge to play Amit Lodha as a character for me basically was that just as a mind and as people were two extreme different, so I mean, I'm very, very different than Amit Lodha, the character, or the real person for that matter. I mean, I still behave like I'm the youngest, in my family, and I have that childlike nature to me. Having said that, Amit as a character didn't need that at all. If anything, he had to be all brain and brawn at every single time, and he was quite a go-getter, and he had to lead a team of people. So to be able to play a character which is so stoic, who's very unnerved by anything, was the real challenge, to get into the mind of Amit Lodha as the gentleman. So that was a tough one, because I believe as an actor, अगर आपने वो जिंदगी के experiences नहीं जिए हैं, उसको दर्शाना बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है. तो वो कहीं ना कहीं जीना बहुत जरूरी है. तो to be able to find experiences from my life which I could really understand what the psychology must have been, that was quite interesting to kind of explore. I wouldn't say challenging, because the idea always is as an actor to find things that are challenging, which challenge you as an actor कि आपको रात को sleepless nights आए, to be able to play that. So that's the fun part of it. But yes, of course, there's a lot of hoops you have to jump to kind of get to that point. Even if we weren't, today is a very correct day to say yes, we are.
Yes, of course, definitely. Gangs of Wasseypur, I think, is one.
Gangs of Wasseypur, The Departed, the film, Godfather, Casino,
Goodfellas,
The Wire. I can go on.
American Gangster.
Anything Denzel Washington touches. I mean, there's so many. I feel like crime, thrill, especially, I mean, not to sound sexist, but if you ask a boy, it's a very natural fit. Everybody loves the idea of weapons, guns, gangsters, cops, chase.
I'm not promoting all of that here.
Actually, I love what Mark Wahlberg also does. Pretty much every film of his to do with this subject is quite interesting. Something that has a thrill, something that is very heavy on drama. Because I feel like that is a great sailor to you wanting to binge watch if the drama is very like high strung and it keeps you on the edge?
Drama, of course, and films or series based on real life people or incidents.
There is a scene actually that I did with Jatin. In fact, I was really looking forward to that scene. When Jatin
Basically, face off है ना वो नहीं उससे पहले हो गया. Correct, उससे पहले हो गया.
क्योंकि face off अलग होता है.
Correct.
Actually, नहीं face off नहीं होता because face off it's a face off.
हाँ.
ये तो मतलब सिर्फ एक
intro type का. Correct.
But Jatin और मैंने एक बड़ा अच्छा सीन शूट किया साथ में. अच्छा मतलब क्योंकि हमको मजा आया. अच्छा निकला नहीं निकला ये पता नहीं. But जब आपके साथ एक बड़ा अच्छा एक्टर होता है तो वो काम करने में बड़ा मजा आता है और वो सीन लिखा भी बड़े अच्छे तरीके से. सो वो बड़ा एक इंटरेस्टिंग सीन था मेरे लिए. मेरा सेकंड मोस्ट इंटरेस्टिंग सीन डेफिनेटली मेरा और अविनाश का एक सीन है जो एक्चुअली एक प्लॉय है बिटवीन फॉर माय कैरेक्टर दैट आई रियली एंजॉयड शूटिंग एंड I think when you should ask Avinash also, he also must have really enjoyed shooting that scene because both of us really had a good time playing off each other. So definitely, I think these two scenes is what I think I remember the most. Yeah.
And there is one scene with Avinash before they are planning the big plan they have. So he's just trying to convince Chandan Mahato, the character played by Avinash, that how we have been played all our lives, how our whole lot has been played out. So now is the time to actually confront it and win it. So there's this situation. I will not reveal the dialogues or the situation. So this one scene in the jail where he just tried to convince Chandan के अब क्या करना चाहिए. And of course the scene with him because वो अभी मुझे realize हुआ कि ये किस scene की बात कर रहे हैं. वो वाकई बड़ा कमाल का scene था.
It's very difficult to leave the fans with a message other than something as honest as the fact that this comes out on 25th of November. Of course, everybody to do with the team has worked extremely hard on this project. We put our best foot forward, only for the sheer intention that you enjoyed when you watch it.
Same, I would just like to add on के बड़ी दिल से बनाया है इसको. And people are fan of Neeraj Pandey sir, people are fan of ensemble cast, drama, crime thriller, and because it's based on real life incidents, एक book है. So please watch it on 25th of November. Screens near you, your mobile, your laptop, or TV screen, wherever you can, and shower your love.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.